Hello, this is Les Walkling, and welcome to our studio in this short presentation from our Crafting a Digital Print workshop, covering the 12 most important techniques that we use to breathe life, presence, and dimensionality into our images. These procedures target the third and final stage of our file preparation workflow, where we profoundly redefine the image's intent and its emotional focus. This also represents a line in the sand that some photographers have no need to cross. For example, stages 1 and 2 are often all that's needed in documentary or witness photography, where the main intent is simply to refine what was in front of the lens. But if you desire to go above and beyond such pictorial limitations, our Crafting a Digital Print Toolkit has scripted our 12 most significant techniques into Photoshop actions and Affinity Photo macros. So even if you're only working with a Lightroom Classic or Capture One or similar workflow, or are not yet confident and competent with those applications, you can still benefit immensely from running our actions or macros before saving the image back into your catalog. Reattaching highlights prevents the disassociation of highlights from the rest of the image by isolating and multiplying them back into the image, thereby restoring their presence with enhanced unity. Reverse overlay masking extracts the tonal composition, blended on overlay, to reverse the lighting in the image, or the mask can be inverted to intensify the original lighting composition. Substituting luminosity is a profound technique that modifies an image's luminosity formula, such as applying a luminosity-blended green channel to enhance a portrait's presence, depth of expression, and dimensionality. The local redistribution of tonality is an essential technique, but to be really effective, it must also preserve the image's hue and saturation. Enhancing the illusion of the missing third dimension in a two-dimensional picture helps restore its temporal and spatial coordinates, which in turn creates an engaging narrative. Luminosity values on an RGB curve are now locked down, and the hue also does not change. But unfortunately, saturation still changes inversely to brightness because of the RGB color model. A soft light blended curve's black and white points can be used to selectively mask the contrast enhancement into the image's shadows, highlights, and midtones. Intensifying or reducing shadow detail is an important technique for solving all manner of problems, from printing on matte surfaced papers to enhancing shadow presence in the image's overall dimensionality. Intensifying or reducing highlight detail is a less often needed technique, though when the lighting is flat or without specularity, it can make all the difference. Proportional enhancement of colorfulness is especially difficult in applications like Photoshop. Therefore, masks based on the distribution of saturation become an indispensable technique. From applying a subtle all-over unifying tint to local color retouching without compromising the tonal composition, colorizing is an incredibly helpful and creative technique. Editing the drawing composition independently of its tonal and color composition can be critically important when seeking to enhance a picture's emotional, not just structural content. I hope you have found this brief presentation both informative and helpful, and I wish you all the best with your adventures in digital printing.